So they've verified that council has verified that he's seeing another doctor at that facility.
Okay.
So what we'll do, like I said, you are on notice of what you can and can't do. We don't want you to go to the complaining witnesses in this over there, wherever they may be, wherever their office is. Do you understand? You can see your doctor if you have another doctor there, but I don't want you to have contact with these people here.
If I understand you correctly, Judge, I can continue doctor's appointments there, but don't.
How is the facility divided up?
This building is not the best building to have doctors in, to be perfectly honest with you. But you get off the elevators or stairwell, whatever route you choose, and it kind of wings off. Let's say.
Is there a possibility that you're going to run into these people?
The same floor, separate floors?
Yeah, I'm sorry, under what circumstances, Judge?
I don't want you to run into these people.
Is there,
When we say these people,
is there a way you can get to your other doctors without going to the cardiologist? In front of that building, in front of that suite?
I think I understand what you're saying.
Is there a different way you can go around?
I mean, it shouldn't be this difficult.
I know.
I don't understand why what is the doctor's name or what is the facility? Who are we talking about here?
Talking about an Amy Whitetree. So she's the office manager for whatever department she's in.
I don't want you to have contact with these people.
Can I tell you something, Judge? I now know who she is, but she did not identify herself at the date on the date of the incident.
Okay.
And she didn't have a UT badge or anything. Some woman came and talked with me. Now I understand she has a name. And sure would like to hear the complete name, if that's okay with you all.
I don't want any more issues. If they call me and they say that you're becoming a disturbance there, I'm going to revoke your bond and I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand? I don't want to make this any more difficult than it is. You know what you can, you know what you can't do. The condition of your bond is you're not to have any contact with the complaining witnesses in this case, and not to go where they work. They don't want you to go where they work. That's it. If we get wind that there's any issues, only one thing's going to happen. You know what you can and can't do. I just don't know how else to explain it. But
I understand.
Sure, that's pretty clear. And that'll be the only condition, Judge. This is his first contact with law enforcement. He's a retired captain of the Houston Fire Department for 22 years. Okay. There's not going to be any trouble whatsoever. It's still misunderstanding.
Yeah, and if it gets to the point where you may need to find another doctor because it becomes impossible for you not to run into them, but you're the one that's on bond for this case, right? We'll give you as much as we can, but I just don't want any more problems. I don't want them to live in fear. I don't want them to live in, oh my God, is he going to come back? No, we've told you what the expectations are. That's it. Okay. If you have any questions, you've got a lawyer. He can help you out. If there are any issues that arise in the future, you can always come back here. We have an open door policy. So we're always here for you, whatever you may need. Don't take matters into your own hands and just be good. That's it. We'll have conditions you to sign after you're done with that. Then you're on your way.
Thinking appearance is a way for.
Correct. So because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court here, but you must stay in touch with counsel and he will tell you when you have to come back to court.
Sure.
If he tells me that you've gone AWOL and he can't get a hold of you, you're not answering phone calls or text messages, that's when we revoke bonds. You pick up a new case, I'm going to revoke the bond. Okay. All right, guys. All right. So they're going to have it filed. I'll be signing it and then you're on your way. Okay. Of course. Thanks. Are you Miss Troyanne Marie Britton?
I am.
Miss Britton, you are charged. I'm sorry. You are wanted out of Georgia, Fulton County, Georgia, specifically for possession of a firearm or knife during a commission or of an attempt to commit. I don't know what, it just ends there.
Certain felonies, Judge Fleischer.
To commit certain felonies. Your lawyer has asked for me to set you a bond. I don't know. I don't know anything about you. I've never met you before. So I got to see who you are as to see whether I'm going to set you or not. One of the main things is, are you a danger to our community? Number one. Number two, if we set you a bond, are you really going to go back or are you just going to take flight? Those are the things that we're really concerned with here. Amy, tell me about Ms. Britton. Or Katie, or is it you or anyone?
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
Okay.
I would be a little bit concerned, Judge. I am seeing 2 failure to appears already on her criminal history. I see a possession of a pistol by a person under 18.
Wait, what was
There's
that?
A possession of a pistol by a person under 18. Interesting charge. And then I see a failure to appear. I see possession of a controlled substance, a marijuana charge, willful obstruction of law enforcement officers, and aggravated assault, theft by receiving stolen property, driving without a valid license, another failure to appear.
Is that
So I'm a little
failure
bit
to appears?
concerned.
That's 4 failure?
I'm seeing 2 failure to appear, Judge.
Were they fugitive cases or just open cases elsewhere? And where is all that history from?
So I can't tell, Judge, if it's a fugitive case or not. I see that it's out of Fulton County. Let's see. I see Atlanta Police Department. It looks like most of these are out of Fulton County, Judge.
How long ago are the FTAs? Is it a recent or?
So one is from 2023 and the other one is from, trying to look for a date, Judge, is from 2024, from 6/28/2024, that appears.
And I'm assuming that 6/28 one is the one that's holding her right now.
It might be, technically the warrant that we have written down is possession of firearm. So it doesn't specify whether it's a failure to appear warrant
You know
or
when the
not.
hold was placed?
Let's see.
She was booked on our.
It looks like it,
7.
I'm sorry, it looks like it's from February of 24. Yeah, it doesn't, like I said, it does not specify that it's for the failure to appear.
Judge, so she hasn't been before your court. This is one of those cases where I'm not asking for a PR bond. I'm asking for a bond that would ensure that she turns herself into Fulton County. I've talked to her about your requirements if you were to set a bond, how that affects her, how that affects the bond. She needs to present herself. She's got criminal history, I'll give you that, but she hasn't been before your court before. We're asking for an opportunity for her to go turn herself in. She's willing to do that within 14 days and show proof of that. If she doesn't turn herself in, well, then I got nothing to say. But at this point, it sounds like possession of firearms are most of the cases that she has.
All her cases are dangerous cases. Assault, ag assault, possession of a pistol. Now she's got a pistol case, committing certain felonies. We don't even know what the felonies are. Do you know?
No, Judge, not at this time.
I only heard of
A bunch of FTAs, at least 2 other FTAs. Now we've got a third. What? You really want me to set you a bond? I want hair. Not going to happen. No, at some point we got to say when. But you've racked up a bunch of criminal history. How old are you? How old is she?
she's, I think she just turned 19.
19 and all this?
Was that right about that, Troy?
Correct. I'm 19.
Yes.
Absolutely not. I'm in shock that you're 19. And Katie, how many priors are we talking here? At least like 6, 7, 8?
It appears so, Judge, yes.
No, I'm sorry, but I just, you scare me, Miss Britton. Really, I don't think that I could trust you. I think if I set you a bond, it's something is going to happen, or you're just not going to go back. And I'm sorry, I can't.
Understood, Judge.
Right. The good news is that you've made bond on your other case here. So the time is ticking for Georgia to come get you.
She needs to waive today if she wants that to happen.
I'm sorry.
She will need to waive today.
So the process is that you can either waive or you can fight extradition, in which case they will get a governor's warrant, which will take up to 90 days. But if you waive extradition, that gives Georgia up to 14 days to come get you. And if they don't get you within that 14 days, then Harris County releases you. But at 19, with as many priors as you have, including 2 failure to appears, you really scare me. And I don't think that it would just that it's time to pay. I can't trust you, Ms. Britton. Sorry.
Would you consider any amount?
No, I mean, all that, and you're 19. It's hard enough being a person of color in today's society. And now with all these priors, all you're doing is you're digging yourself a grave. You're making yourself unemployable. You know, this life can be a great journey where you buy nice things, you take nice vacations, you get married, you have kids, and they come up to you, hey, I love you, mommy, I love you, daddy, you know? Or it can be a rotten, miserable of an existence where you're in and out of jail at 19. All these serious priors, come on, stop. It's time to grow up. And me giving you a bond now would be just enabling you and telling you what you're doing is okay. It's not. And now we'll wait for Georgia to come get you. Thanks. Yes.
Don't yes me. I'm here in love. You told me to give you the travel. Yes, Iron Dobbs has travel.
No.
Yes, he does.
Is he here? He's coming.
It was like a couple of days to get from India, but he has it finally.
I'm
floored.
That's wonderful. So however you want to do it, I'm happy to do it.
He needs the warrant lifted so he can travel because he's about to have a conviction.
Do you have a document saying what was it? He was going to get.
DWI.
Was not yeah, but was it he was waiting to get a visa?
Yes, he had a work visa before COVID, and when COVID happened, it was like you got to go home, and so he went, and he's been there in India all this time. And he's been working his way to get back here. So finally, they were going to send him to upstate, but then he really wanted to be here. So they granted him his request, and it will take him 2 days, but he has his travel.
Do you have a plane ticket or something that says that he's going to come?
Said,
wonderful.
He says, he starts giving it to me in email. And I said, no.
So this gentleman, he picks up a DWI. And he ends up getting deported to India, right? Because we give him a PR bond. He's literally been working for, are we talking 5 years now?
Yes, he's
5 years to try to get a visa to come back here to be able to take care of this case.
Yes,
she's been staying with it that long. Yeah.
He has resources to help me. It's not
You are.
He has resources. He's an engineer. He went to a company party. He didn't drink and he decided to be cool. And cool called up.
Slick as grease, huh?
Yeah, so yes, this is his electronic e-ticket guitar.
No, look, I trust you. You're an officer of the court.
Yes.
I believe you. Just, we'll reinstate. Tell me what day you want, then we'll put it on for that day.
That'll be perfect.
It doesn't matter to me, whatever you want. So we need the cost number at least.
Oh, yes. Okay.
It's DAS, right?
Correct. And
Let me see. Let's see who gets it first.
I got it.
Okay.
I got 2300140.
2300. That's it. Okay. Did you get that? It's 2300 140. I'm just going to leave the bond as is and I'll reinstate.
So it looks like you take off.
No, it's 2300 140. Das is the last name. DAS. Do you need it or no?
Oh, yes, we're reinstating a personal bond.
Yeah.
Or 230.
140. And then just tell Victoria whatever day you want, and then we'll put it on for that day. And then once we comes here, we'll just do. and or just whatever you need. Good job. Good job.
So we'll put him in for bond conditions?
Yeah. So whatever day, because he's going to need a couple days, but for whenever he lands. Okay.
Judge, do we need to bring Miss Britton out for the?
No. All right, Mr. Lestrap, it looks like you've worked out an agreement. Come on up. I really hope that you heard what I said to you earlier. Every time you go to this Walgreens, they know who you are, every single person. So every time you come back, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to watch you like a hawk, your every single move. You've been trespassed from there. So if you go back there and they call the cops, you're going to be right back in jail. Don't go back. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 60 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done on this theft case here. Looks like they're going to dismiss the 2 other thefts that you have. You also need to understand this now makes at least 2 thefts for you. You pick up another theft, you're going to be looking at a felony charge, years instead of days.
Yeah.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal once you plead guilty. You can never change this. Are you sure you want to do this? Guess that's it, right?
Yes, Your Honor. I talked to him. He understands the nature of the consequences.
Okay.
Has no means of being able to afford bond, so we can look at the newer case. So he's opted to take the agreement on the old case.
If you can't ever make bond, if you don't have anyone in this life that's going to bond you out, then why pick up a criminal case? You know what I mean? When you leave here, Mr. Lestrap, come back. If you want a place to sleep, if you want a job, if you want food, I'll give it to you. All you got to do is come back. But if you keep picking up criminal cases, no more PR bonds. Do you understand? There's no excuse. We will give you resources. All you got to do is come back. You're giving up the right to, have I gone through the warnings? I don't remember. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, there's no turning back. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty and I will send you to 60 days in jail. I will give you credit for the 2 days that you've done. It's not enhanced, right? Okay. All right. Hi, good luck. Or did he say plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
I didn't hear it.
How do you plead to the offense, sir? Guilty or not guilty? All right, I'll find you guilty, send you to good luck. Thank you so much, Ray. Okay. Guys, I usually give 1 reset per side and that's it. I don't know if you've had a reset before in this case. So if you have, that's it, you know.
I'm seeing under the settings.
What is the cause number if you don't mind?
Oh yeah, it's 2499532.
No, that can't. No, 2499153.
2499532.
I'm sorry.
Shane Proler. Shane Proler.
I know, but has the state gotten a, have I granted them a continuance before? I know that this case has been reset for trial before, but I don't remember who did it.
I believe they had problems with the witness, maybe. And something with one of the witnesses. I don't see a motion for continuance, but seems like there was a problem with one of their witnesses.
I always ask them to file a motion too, you know, but I don't know why. Who had this case before? Do you remember? What DA?
Your Honor, in this case.
That was Morgan's case.
I don't see a motion for continuance. Do you want one?
So Judge, I apologize. There was no motion, but they were trying to get a transcript of a tape or something. If you look in the
Oh, that's right.
in the images,
They needed like 60 or 90 days to get it.
right.
Right. I remember that. Yeah. Tell me what's the word?
Yeah, Your Honor, we do have a note that we requested that translation. I don't have any notes in here regarding the discussions of PTI. We did have probation and time served on there.
Yeah, and she can't get time served. My position is, Judge, we don't know what's going to happen over the next 2 years, but she is legally, but I don't know what.
Would you be interested in the PTI or no?
I would have to talk to her, Judge. I'd have to talk to her. Because of the circumstances are kind of strange with this, as you can well imagine, when they got a situation where it takes 60 to 90 days to get an interpretation. She wasn't trying. That's what the problem.
I mean, if she wasn't driving, then she can't do a PTI, because the PTI you have to admit responsibility, and if you're not driving, then you can't accept responsibility. You know, so. And I don't. Have you guys done any eval to see whether you guys can prove up driving? I don't know.
Out to Morgan to see if she had received any information that maybe she has the translations and she looked at it. I'm trying to see right now what she's done so far.
But we do have notes in our DA work product regarding what was seen on the body worn camera.
And I'm not asking you to say anything,
Yeah.
right? I'm just, if you think it's good for trial, then it's good for trial, right?
Right. Morgan has not received anything for translation, so we need to eval without.
You haven't?
We don't have it. So she requested and she never heard back from the translation request. So we would need to look at the case again without them.
I mean, I've literally reset this case for 90 days.
Yes, Judge.
If it never got done, I'm moving forward.
Yes,
I
Judge.
don't care.
Yes, Judge. And we understand. So we would request maybe a week at the most.
No.
Okay.
Let's do this. Today's Tuesday. Let's reconvene maybe Thursday, at the latest Friday.
Yes, Judge.
But I'm going to tell you now, if the translation didn't get done,
yes, Judge.
I don't care. We're going. I gave whoever it was 90 days for it to get done.
Yes, Judge.
If it never got done, then that's not, a lot of times you got to follow up because so many people just don't do what they're supposed to do, and it sucks. But
And of course, you got people coming in and leaving, Judge, and I understand that.
and that's the other problem, is that there's the turnover, especially with.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we understand, Judge.
So pick a day, Thursday or Friday. Let's come back, eval it, see if you have your stuff ready to go, and then we'll talk and reconvene. At least this way gives you at least a little bit of time to look and speak with whomever. And
yes, Judge.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
And this young lady came and got me, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
It's like catching a unicorn. It really is. That's a great job.
বড় যে দেখাটা কি তো আইলে বড় বলে বুড়া এখন ইয়া করে দিবে না সব অনলাইনে খালতে না তো কোথাও না আগে থাকবি বানাইতে আচ্ছা বাস আইস তুমি খাইতে দেখি আমি থাকবি না তাহলে আরে প্রফেশনাল থাকবি বানাইতে নতুন ভাই নতুন তো বানাই দিছি নাকি मंसूर तुम वीडियो रैंक कैसे दे यूट्यूब में दे यूट्यूबर सोल्यूशन आजकल के नाम में सोल्यूशन ने खाने से फॉलो करे मोटे से ना फॉलो उसको